Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to the brand new stream, lads. Let me just tweak a little bit of things here. So, yeah. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another brand new stream, and it's match day 5 of the Champions League. And things actually, as the thing stands, Chelsea qualify for the Champions League group stages, sorry, the knockout stages, so will Juventus. But right now, Juventus, they have a better head to head record, and I think that goes without saying. They beat Chelsea 1-0 at their home. So, Chelsea, without saying, have to beat them, and they have to beat them for around at least 2 goals margin. So, actually, have to have a first position in the table because it is bound to happen, right? If Chelsea finish second, Chelsea might as well get Bayern Munich, or maybe if Chelsea finish first, they might even get PSG. But it's in the hand of Chelsea only because sometimes finishing second is not always preferable in teams' mind because by being first, you can actually dodge some of the teams. So it might come in handy. We can see in the future later, but right now the focus is totally on this game, and Chelsea for sure will look to win it. I don't know about the margin of the thing, but yeah, the winning criteria is surely on the mind. So that is actually how they want to start. The champions. Loving the anthem, lads. Loving the anthem. Loving every bit of it. By the way, lads, if you're new around here, drop a like on the stream. It helps the channel to grow massively. And of course, your support, as always, means a lot. If you're a sub here, always welcome. Always and always so much thankful for your support. I think today is all about showing that hunger that we are still, yeah, defending champions, and you can't take anything from us. Although we are set up like very differently. We are not playing a phenomenal out and out striker. It is like a false nine in the form of Christian Pulisic, and it is a change that has been well thought of because after the last game against Juve, it was mostly like Juventus are very much capable of marshalling a number 9. Like they'll protect the ball from him and they'll like Bonucci, they'll do the job and they'll man mark him. So as a result, Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi and Hakim Ziyech in front, these are the guys that have potential to actually go left and right center all the way on the pitch and maybe all the way around the fullbacks and the center half. So it's more likely that they are likely to cause a problem while running in behind and maybe not standing constantly at one position like a center half would do. A center forward would do at his striker position. So let's see. Will the change be helpful? Hopefully. Two of the best Italians currently. Bonucci, Jorginho, no loss between the Italians. Recently won the Euro and taking nothing away from that performance. But time right now is to focus on the Champions League match. And hopefully both of these guys will not show love to each other in this game and will go toe-to-toe against each other, of course. And of course, after a while, it is Morata that has come back to Chelsea for the first time after leaving Chelsea. And then again, Cuadrado comes back to Chelsea after leaving Chelsea. Cuadrado, I think, has visited Chelsea for once, if I remember, while not being with them, of course. Morata, this is the first time since his departure. And whatever it is, man, hopefully, quote unquote, and fingers crossed, it doesn't happen. The nostalgia of scoring against your previous club. Because this guy has done a lot of that damage in the past. I'm sorry, because we saw against Real Madrid when he was at loan at Juventus, he scored against them in Champions League semi-finals. So Real really went down at that point. It's not a knockout game for us, but still, it would be a very bad feeling if Morata was to score against us. And I know that our defense is very much capable of sealing Juventus. And last time around, we lost by a 1-0 margin only. It was Chiesa. We got caught napping, man. We actually got caught napping. And the form that we are right now in and expecting a lot of big things. So let's see. Hopefully all the things pan out and maybe we will be on the top of the group after the match ends. So it's kickoff time almost as Hakim Ziyech kicking off the ball. And we are off. Jorginho, there was a little bit of concern actually on him, that he might got a hamstring injury, but Luckily, it was not that, because at the time of the Leicester game, at the end, he signaled that, yeah, I'm not feeling my legs properly. But right now, as things stands, he is in the midfield and he is our captain for the third successive game. Aspilicueta is missing a lot of games this season. Jorginho, there was a little bit of concern actually. A lot of informed players, man, and goals all over the pitch. So have to score more than 2 goals, I think, because we have to have 2 goals in order to get the top position. The win is a mandatory thing, but you have to have the top position. By the way, also, this is Thomas Tuchel's 50th match in charge of Chelsea. Here's Tony Rudiger, pretty much very up on the field. Here's Pulisic, dribbling around. Juventus, I don't know. You can call it a 4-4-2. You can call it a 4-4-5-1 actually. It's like a lot of box-to-box midfielder fit in the midfield and not out-and-out wide players, only except Chiesa. And then again, it's Morata up top. Wow. Wow. Missed kick by Chilwell, and Chelsea had a chance there and they could not convert it. It was a clear open goal for Chelsea to hit the target, and I think they just let the chance go by. Because Hudson-Odoi, I think it was a very much contested shot, but Chilwell should have done very much better there. Chilwell looked like he was on the scoring sheet, but not to be. In the hands of the fate, actually. Here's Hakim Ziyech with a corner, actually, now. Chelsea hopefully will have a lot of the ball, and I think by having a lot of the ball, Chelsea will be able to do a lot of things. This is the thing that will Chelsea have to keep in mind, actually. A lot of set pieces, so they have to make it count, because there is no physicality present in the form of a centre forward today, as we are playing number 10s, false 9 in the middle. So here's Hakim Ziyech, still our centre halves up the pitch in the box. Here's Chilwell. Will he have a go? Hits the ball, and the ball goes over in the end. With this kind of form, you fancy him to hit the target, right? It's always on with Chilwell. You can never say never. Here's a little smoke on the Thomas Tuchel's face, because he knows his wing backs cannot resist without taking a shot, actually, because the kind of the form they are in, they would love to have everything on the target and eventually help the team scoring a goal. Here's Chelsea up front, pressing. N'Golo Kante leading from the line. He does well so. Reece James gets the ball. Again, Juventus very much close to press up. And again, Juventus, I think the only reason that they're playing the box-to-box midfielder is because of that. They want to actually match the energy of the players, because they don't have the wide players that are so quick. And I think that is the best bet to actually stop Chelsea. Again, Juventus loses the ball. Chelsea have it. I think Jorginho has to be very much aware, because these players are literally physical and they won't shy down. So he has to have an eye of the back, and then again not lose the ball in the key areas, because it could lead to a goal in the transition very easily. Hakim Ziyech. I don't know what was that pass for, but Pulisic makes way. And here's the ball to Callum. Hudson-Odoi takes the shot, blocked by Locatelli. Just the first line, nothing in that shot. Chalobah starts, keeps his place in the side against the Leicester team, and again now to him. It's not surprising, because he has stepped up a lot of times on the occasions, but here's Pulisic in the box for Chelsea. Okay. He couldn't make anything out of it. So as I was talking about Chalobah, Chalobah is like a guy who can really rely on season, and Thomas Tuchel has really shown trust in him. So it's more like, yeah, he can actually do it now, because they sold Zuma, so they had something back in the mind that, yeah, this guy is actually wonders. Nice to see Chelsea recovering the ball again and again after stepping up. Wow, Reece James losing the battle there against Rabiot. And Locatelli sells the ball out. Morata is the only guy. Chiesa, I think, has been pushed left. Morata is the only guy who's waiting through the lines on the center, and maybe a possible transition counter attack if they can get the ball. Most probably Cuadrado, and then again Locatelli will send the ball through. Sorry. Ooh, Cuadrado. Looked like almost a goal. A shot on his own target. Yeah, Chilwell pretty careless there, not gonna lie. Thought that the ball had not crossed the line, and he thought that actually it's his ball. But it's Juve's ball, and they have the ball now. 6 or 7 minutes in the game, and it's so far Chelsea dominating in terms of possession, in terms of chances, actually, a half chances, but not really anything very, very crucial to harm the goal. But for now, Juve are like, they're treating the game as very cautious. They need only a draw to qualify, so that would cement their position. Wow. Chelsea again intercepting here. Here's Hakim Ziyech. In a lot of space. Here's Callum Hudson-Odoi. Wow. Cuadrado. Wow, 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 wow. Not shying away from the challenge. Callum Hudson-Odoi almost got pulled down. Wow. Just bumped the mic, I'm sorry. Here's Rudiger running. Rudiger can shoot. He cannot. And the ball goes out for the corner. I think it was Bentancur or Locatelli. Yeah, it was Locatelli. A last-ditch tackle because Rudiger was almost on the verge of getting the shot away on his weaker foot, nevertheless, but that was a chance, a half a chance. Hakim Ziyech against a chance to put the ball inside the box. Can our centre halves do it again? Our defenders have been our top scorers this season, mind you. Referee's talking to Rudiger and Rabiot. I'm very glad that ref was like, I pointed this first and not after the set piece, so wow. Alright, there's a shake hand. And Chelsea now. Corner taken by Hakim Ziyech. And it goes to nothing. Cuadrado clears it and sends it back again for the corner on the other side of the pitch. Wow. Cuadrado had no idea where to put the ball. He just had to wrap his foot around it, and eventually it goes out for another corner. So a great start and a great pressure by Chelsea people here. Reece crosses. And a Chelsea head, but goes out for a goal kick. Chalobah would be disappointed here. Could not get the power behind the shot. Actually, the header, I'm sorry, beg your pardon. Yeah, actually it comes off his back of... Total the back of his head. A chance, half a chance though. Callum, wow. That's pretty harsh. I thought that Callum had the chance there actually to protect the ball, but Cuadrado not giving him an inch. Chelsea missing a chance there actually to intercept the ball. By the way, lads, if you're new around here, drop a like on the stream. It helps the channel to grow. We are watching Chelsea versus Juve. It's match day 5 of the Champions League. And for some stats, Chelsea are actually playing at their home. Of course, they have lost to Juventus away. And then again, it was a 1-0 loss only. So Chelsea would maybe look to win by a 2-goal margin at least if they want to have the top stop in the table. Here's Chelsea being pressurized by Juventus for the very first time in this game in the 10-minute mark. So as I was talking about the stats, so Chelsea have to score at least 2 goals or win by 2 goals at least in order to actually get the jump over the Juventus in the table because they would want the first position and maybe a chance for a not so difficult opponent in the next stages of the Champions League. Although it can be possible that, yeah, they draw something like way beyond their expectations, but it won't be surprising. For the very first time, you have pushed the field up. It's almost 10.5 minutes on the clock, and they're playing it slowly and steadily. Wow. Space opened up very quickly for Cuadrado here. Cuadrado with a chance. Thiago Silva with the block. Wow. A panic moment in the box of Chelsea, and it's cleared away by Thiago Silva because ball somehow found the way in the feet of Chiesa, and Thiago Silva just on the edge, realizing and getting rid of the ball. It looked like a messy situation, but Chelsea got away with it, and it felt like it was going to happen. Juventus are going to score again on Chelsea. And out of the blue, this would have come against like the run of the play. Nice by Ziyech there, pushing Locatelli off the ball. Ziyech again. Okay, wow. Ziyech again physically not being strong and losing the ball in the process. Chalobah again showing his strength. And referee says nothing. Chalobah still down on the ground and the referee is asking to play. And Ziyech against foul Morata, and this time ref blows up for the foul. And Chelsea players are fuming, and so is the bench, and the manager is very visibly animated, man. Yeah, Morata actually got the ball, and Chalobah got bumped up by Jorginho, so there was nothing in it. I just saw the replay. It's real bad, like the situation actually, you see in the actual real time, it looks way worse, but it was actually not Morata's fault or anyone's fault. So Chelsea now being put under pressure by Juve for the last almost 5 minutes now. We're on the verge of the 5 minutes now. N'Golo Kante being pressed by Delict and Bonucci trying to push their teammates up the field, and almost now the game is being played in the Juve's half. Sorry, Chelsea's half. Allegri showing no emotion, a poker face right now. I'm sure he would be satisfied if the scoreline stays 0-0. He'll take it happily. Reece James being very strong there. Collecting the ball, Reece James. Wow. A miscommunication between Reece and Hakim, and they lose the ball. Chelsea, how can we sum it up? It's like the past 5 minutes, they are letting the game slip. It's so early, but yeah, they're showing signs. Sorry. Juventus well drilled, each of the players in their own position, not leaving a lot of spaces except for the diagonal areas where there is room actually. And Juventus are trying to be narrow, and they are just overloading the ball side in the center. Here's Callum with the ball. Hudson-Odoi, can he take the people on? Here's Chilwell. Chilwell crosses, and there is no one inside to head the ball actually. And a let-off for Chelsea here. Wow, Locatelli almost on the verge of the counter-attack. A deflection on the ball. Chalobah gets the ball to Mendy, and Mendy will collect it safely. Wow, what a chance for Chilwell there. A cross by Chilwell there, sorry, but no one inside the box actually get at the end of the cross. Looked like a serious opportunity there, but it has been lost now. So here comes Chelsea again, back building from the back again with Mendy. Although they cannot cross again like over the top crosses, because as we mentioned, there are like false nines in the team. Wow, good press again from Chelsea this time. Chilwell, Pulisic combining, forcing Cuadrado to play the ball outside. Things you love to see, absolutely. Is Jorginho trying to find the pass, but it's now Morata is almost like on the left hand side. Swap places with Chiesa there, trying to do his part. And again, Chelsea losing the ball in the pressure, but they have it back instantly in the form of Jorginho collecting the ball back. It's like the similar kind of a night that they had in Turin, and it was like it was all locked up. There was like no sync and connection with the midfield and then the forward attackers. So there was like no service apart from the last 4 or 5 minutes. So that doesn't make sense at all because Juve had already back jammed. Juve can do this all day, man. You can do this all day. Chelsea have to be wary of that. Chalobah just booting the ball up. Pulisic in the center. I just feel like right now he's being a little bit ineffective. It's hard playing up against your back when there's Bonucci and Delict and you are the false nine. It says that, yeah, the plan is actually to go around them, but it's not so easy to go around them when there are like a lot of people and the different factors, of course, stopping you to do the same. Here's Reese. Here's Ziyech. So N'Golo has no one to pass to. Finds space, passes the ball back in the midfield. Switches up the play from right to left. Here's Ruri. Here's Pulisic. Wow. Ball half lighted up in the air by Origa there. So far, it's like attack against the defense most of the part, but you have to see actually when there's actual attack worthy of the goal. Because if there isn't an attack worthy of the goal, it's more like passing sideways. Juventus, each and everybody except Morata behind the ball and inside the box almost. So they are actually overloading the ball side and they're doing it pretty well. Tony Rudiger with a chance to shoot. He shoots and is roll on the ground. The ball rolls on the ground and it goes out. A proper center half shot, if you ask. Jeez, dude. Wow. That's not a body check at all. Referee, come on. By the way, lads, 20 minutes on the clock. If you have just tuned in, we are watching match day 5 of the Champions League, and it is Chelsea versus Juventus from Stamford Bridge. And both of these sides will surely qualify for the next group stage, and it is more likely so today or maybe the last match of the Champions League group stage. And then again, it is about finishing on the top of the group, first or second. This match can decide that potentially. Last day can do. Last day can decide potentially more, even so on the goal terms basis. But this time around, today, if Chelsea win by a 2-goal margin, yeah, it can be done today only. So it's a long shot, but it's something that is on the back of the Chelsea's mind right now. Oh, Juventus moving the ball very swiftly there, Locatelli. Hakim Ziyech in a lot of space there. Rabiot marching around him. There's actually nowhere to go. Juventus back in shape. Chelsea have to deal with this thing because they have been through this and they cannot actually let this happen again and again. Like just I saw Weston McKennie. He was very well marching on Chilwell. They worked so hard to recover. Ah, man. Callum Hudson-Odoi just checking his gun a bit and then again losing the ball. That was a very real good drill pass. There's like 4, 5, 6, 7 bodies and 8 sometimes behind the ball. It's tough. Wow. Here's Weston McKennie. Unlikely position. So all of the midfielders forward swapping the places with each other for Juventus. It's more like I said, overloading the ball side. And if you find yourself very much in the front, you might just actually give a boot on the ball. Hakim Ziyech, what a ball for Callum. Can Callum go all the way? He can actually. He's just linked with Cuadrado. It has to be a foul, man. Referee, that has to be a yellow card. Yeah. You're pulling the man. Man, Cuadrado is kind of a guy who plays. I don't know, man. He makes it look shabby. The overall look of it, when you take it in the replay or any time in the real time, he's pulling the guy down. He's pulling his shirt down. How much actually do you want? And he's trying to play dirty. And then again, on the second time, second thoughts, ref, what did I do? It's just my first foul. Yeah. I mean, that was enough for a yellow card. Here's the chance for Chelsea again. A set piece, nevertheless. Reece James will try to cross it inside the box. And like I said, Chelsea need to make count of these set pieces actually because no centre forwards to cross inside. This time around, defenders come up, set pieces, you have to make them count. Well, Reece James trying to go on the goal instead directly. Keeps the ball in. Crossing in. Morata clears. Wow. Reece James almost got everyone by surprise there. Could have gone well, and Szczesny just saw at the last of the last moment that happened, man. That happened. A good save actually at the end by Szczesny. Sorry. That's Jorginho. Wow. Did it take a nick of Juventus? It did. It will be a Chelsea corner again. Oh, I think Szczesny saw it all the way. In the replay, it's like, yeah, he saw it all the way. The ball did not have a lot of power in it. Maybe if it had a power alongside the curve, that would have gone like the lower side of the net on the goal. Here's Hakim Ziyech with the corner. A lot of corners already for Chelsea. We are in almost a quarter of the game done. Wow. Rudiger heading. Chalobah scoring. Hopefully, it doesn't get ruled out. Chalobah's first Champions League goal and Chelsea are flying. Bonucci is arguing to ref and they are protesting something and referee says it's not a foul, but let's see what happens. It's the very first goal for Chalobah, the young academy player, young Chalobah, and you know, I don't know what Juventus are actually appealing for, but yeah, I think it's the push on Bonucci that Juventus are appealing for. Ooh, I think it does. It hits Rudiger's arm, but it's very indirect. It's very indirect from Rudiger, man. You cannot give Rudiger's handball. It's very indirect. It's very indirect. It would be very harsh to allow Chelsea's goal, but VAR and Chelsea, as you know, doesn't go hand in hand, and it's like it's very harsh. They're gonna have a good look, man. They're gonna have a good look. If you are talking on the pretext of the foul, it doesn't look like there was much on it because Bonucci felt like, yeah, he will just go down. Yep, and the goal stands. There was nothing in the handball protest, man. So, Chalobah of the mark for Chelsea in the Champions League. We take a look up at the heavens and thank everyone. So, fulfilling his dream, backing the manager, and again, returning the promise that, yeah, I can actually be a proper starter. It's very indirect, man. It's hits Revio and then again goes off to Rudiger's like almost half shoulder. Yeah, this game is about to be physical. Very rough, I think. Just you will try to get in it. Just on the pretext of that they are angry. And there might be some battle along the line, maybe. Losing heads. Wow, Hakim Ziyech is trying to thread the needle here. Juventus now trying to be ferocious in the attack. And the ref blows for a foul. A breather for Juventus here. Chiesa is brought down. Clearly, evidently, Chelsea so far 63% possession of the ball, and again, more chances, more attempts. Wow, UAV are very much set up to play like this. Wow, Thiago Silva is a machine. A clearance of the goal line, man. Acrobatic, 37 years young, this guy, man. And he's injured himself, and he landed on a knee, and wow. Wow, we are in disbelief. It's good to see Morata straight up coming to Thiago Silva and checking on him. It's very bad. Thiago Silva might have just landed on his ankle very badly here. Man, he's very old. I was saying he's 37 years young, but hopefully he's just fine. Yeah, he just landed into the advertising hoarding, man. I think he just collided with the whole advertising board at the behind. He goes through the net. Hopefully he'll be fine. He's up on his feet. I think he's asking for a change as well. Unfortunately. Hopefully he's fine. Because we don't want to take any risk with Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva guy, man, you're ridiculous, bro. You are ridiculous. Chelsea and injuries. We have been so much haunted, man, in the past. Lukaku, Werner, Kovacic is still out. And then again, the likes of one of our best defenders going out. We cannot tolerate it all at the same time because we are actually pushing into the second gear of the season where it is actually important to cement your place wherever you are. So right now we are at the top and we would like to remain at the top spot. Juve now not shying away from pressing because they know any goal that they score will harm Chelsea. Like I said, the game being physical, Alexandro on the other side, Cuadrado on that side. They are very much trying to wrestle down Chelsea wingbacks. It's all about not losing your concentration, I think, in the Champions League night. Bad things can happen and you don't want them to happen, of course, at the very first time. Wow, Thiago Silva with a loose touch there. But getting the ball, Thiago Silva still has it. And it's tackled from behind. You were losing the head in the process. Wow, things happening very quick in the half. And lads, if you've just joined in, goal scored by none other than Trevor Shalova, who keeps his place in the side of the Leicester game, and of course shows Thomas Tuchel, what do we call it in the actual textbook terms? What was the term here? Delivers his trust in the Thomas Tuchel selection. That would be the actual way to put it. But anyway, I'm happy for it. The first goal for Champions League at Chelsea colours. They have certainly put Juve on the foot now. They are now pressing up and up and up. Might possibly leave a lot of chances for Chelsea as well. Juve doesn't want to finish second, man. Juve don't want to go against something like Bayern or whatever. Chelsea can actually take it. Wow. Ah, man. Christian Pulisic, so unaware. Man. Christian Pulisic scored a goal on the weekend, and if I'm Christian Pulisic, I'm taking the shot. In that sort of a form, man. Come on, dude. How on earth is thinking about passing from there? That looked very bad. That looked really bad. And then there are rumors during the 8 weeks that Christian Pulisic is not happy about his, what do we call it, how they treat him at Chelsea. Dude, this is not exactly the thing that they wanted to do, to fuel the rumors, if there are any. Half an hour gone almost. Reece James so far has not been involved offensively as he would like to. Yeah. Edward Mendy sending it long, and the result is nothing. Lads, it's winter's time and the cold is coming up and up. Thiago Silva again reading the danger there in front of Chiesa. So important. Christian Pulisic undecisive there in terms of passing. Hakim Ziyech and Christian Pulisic, there has to be a bit of synergy there. Both of these guys combined when they came off the bench and scored against Leicester. But the signs right now are not looking promising for both of these guys. Jorginho nicely dropped the Jorginho again. There's N'Golo Kante running down the channel. N'Golo Kante, maybe he can cross. He slips. I don't know why is there a hesitation, man. Crossing inside the box, taking your chance. I don't even know why is it so. Just put your boot across the thing, man. He kept on waiting, and the challenge all of a sudden came in. Wow. A nice ball by Cuadrado there. Rudiger reading the danger. N'Golo Kante doing the same. Reece has the ball. Can he get rid? He can. Okay. There is Ruben Loftus-Cheek warming up. I don't know why. It could be one of those changes that Thomas Tuchel is thinking, I'm not satisfied with what I'm seeing. And maybe it is a tactical one. And this will actually spark a lot of rumors when the guy will get subbed. Hopefully it's not N'Golo Kante, man. He has been super form in the last 2 or 3 games. We don't want that to happen. Well, the camera is pointing at N'Golo Kante. Wow. The lineup is weird. The lineup is weird for who? Chelsea or Juve? Man, another injury. I cannot stand this thing, man. It's reckless. Wow. Callum with a brilliant ball. Reese with a shot. Reese tries to force a save and Chesney saves it actually. Wow. Another brilliant chance for Chelsea. Another brilliant move as well by Callum. That was goal bound. That's a solid hand by Chesney. And keeps the ball away actually of the target as well. Yep, Loftus-Cheek is coming on. I think it is for N'Golo Kante if I'm not wrong. Hopefully, yeah, it is for N'Golo. Man, it has been only a run of 2 games. He's walking gingerly, as they were apparently talking about. Here's Hakim Ziyech with the corner. Can Chelsea make something of it? Wow. Chance for Rudiger there. And a big chance, Rudiger. Got himself free of the man, and then again, he should at least hit the target at this point in time. I'll tell you something very bad that is for Chelsea right now. We go up against Man United, and Kante looked like he was playing one of his best football of the recent times after the injury, and yikes, he took a knock. I think that came in as a precaution, right? That because we are playing against United, so he had to take him off. Champions League, of course, the qualification is well in the side. Loftus-Cheek. A much more deeper role, a number 8 most probably now. But he will look to forward and venture. Go forward, I mean. Here's Bentancur on the ball. Wow. Chilwell defending well. First corner for Juve. 40 minutes on the clock now, lads. 40 minutes. Chance for Juventus for the first time to test Chelsea goalie. Maybe they can get something on the target and get him to be worried. Chiesa will take it. Wow, a chance for you with it. Loftus-Cheek or Gallagher next year. One of my favorite players before injury. Man, Gallagher will surely come back, but I think Loftus-Cheek, if you assess the whole situation right now, he will come before Gallagher. Down the pecking order, if you are looking at the whole hierarchy of the midfield that they are playing, Jorginho, Kante, Kovacic. Saul, I think, will not stay. Of course, at Chelsea, Saul will go back to Atletico. And then there's Billy Gilmore to talk about as well, so don't forget him. But Gallagher, for sure, is someone that is making a case day in and out. Gallagher is a goal-scoring midfielder as well, so gives him another edge. Maybe if he can score more goals than Ruben Loftus-Cheek, he has a case to make there. But Ruben Loftus-Cheek, for one thing that we stand here as that guy with the amount of physicality that he has and the gameplay that he presents is like different level. He has a lot of pace for a guy who's like very strong builds, and then again very neat with the footwork. Wow, Reece James phenomenal there. Hakim Ziyech with a chance for Callum, and there's nothing in it. It's so frustrating to get the ball and then lose it like this. And Pulisic is not having an effective game at a false nine, man. He's not getting the type of the ball inside the box where you would actually let him collect the ball and then again take on the man. He's getting the ball, aerial crosses, aerial passes, and that's not his forte. It's not his fault even. Callum again. Chelsea doing very well actually to get the ball back from time to time. And they will have to do more so because it's Ruben Loftus-Cheek now, no N'Golo Kante. Meanwhile, Rabiot fouls Hakim Ziyech. Chance for another Chelsea set piece. Chelsea had already 10 chances in this half. A quick free kick taken by Chelsea. Reece James in. Reece James crosses. And wow. De Ligt did not get a shot from his goalkeeper. The ball was eventually going in the goalkeeper's hand, but he forces the ball out for the corner. Another chance for Chelsea potentially before the half. 42 minutes on the clock. And can they actually score another one and build up that goal difference? Because win is a crucial one and goal difference is a much more important one if you want to finish above Juventus in the table. So hands down, Chelsea have a task on their hands now. One goal is not enough. That's the whole say of the half. And the match, of course, overall. Here's Reece crossing. Chelsea heading. Thiago Silva heads it. And the ball goes back, actually. Ziyech with a chance to cross again. Ziyech takes time. Ziyech takes time again. And is forced off by Cuadrado. And he wins another corner. Nicely done by Ziyech there. That's what actually Thomas Tuchel wants Hakim Ziyech to do. He's... Man, I don't want to call... He's not that strong. Let's just say that. Ziyech again on the corner. Crossing in. Juve is headed on the ball first. Reece has it. Callum has it. Chelsea will send the ball back again. Chelsea come again from the back again. Callum has the ball now. Rudiger stayed up. There's Hakim. There's Jorginho. Reece James on the left hand side. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Can he finish? He lifts the ball over and it's a corner. Wow. Bonucci nicks the ball off Callum Hudson-Odoi's feet, and that is where the inexperience comes in for Callum Hudson-Odoi. Wow. Callum, man, Callum. Ball awareness. You have to be present, man. Bonucci showing why he's one of the best defenders in the world in the Europe even. Here's another corner for Chelsea. Wow. Chilwell shooting and the ball goes in the second tier. For the first time in a while, Chilwell shoots and it looks like he's a defender. Because mind you, the goals that he has been scoring, it doesn't look like he's a defender. Well, my lamps keep on switching off. I don't know why. Chelsea taking their time now. We're almost edging towards the half time or whatever the additional time that will be added in the extra part is left there. Mendy, not a great ball. Jorginho just clearing it off the field. Wow, Callum. I love that part. Callum has to go up against toe-to-toe, whether it's a midfielder or his fullback. You have to show that physicality too. Juventus are not taking a chance, man. Juventus has just saw Cuadrado calling all their centre halves that to go up the field, and Bonucci just denied it, and he had to play the ball sideways. So they are just ready to sit back and maybe take a chance and get back a goal, and just happy with the draw. Wow. Again, Juve forced to kick the ball out. Two minutes of additional time on the clock, and that's about it. We'll see what actually can Chelsea do of it, because Chelsea look like they will score the second goal, not Juve. Still has the ball, Chelsea. Here's Callum. Here's Tony Rudiger, sends the ball back to the other centre partnership. Chalaba on the ball, Reece James, but again, once again, you are at that position where you can't put the ball inside the box for hitting someone. Jorginho, Tony Rudiger, Chilwell, loses the ball in the process. Chelsea, do they have it? They pull the man down. It has been the story of the night so far. Juventus, they are just shielding the ball too good in some of the occasions. Chelsea trying to defend now. Bentancur robbed of the ball by Loftus-Cheek. Amazing play. Last 30 seconds in the half. Can Loftus-Cheek do something? And the referee says nothing in the foul. And the play goes on. So, match is going along the same lines. The physical battle is being allowed. As Alexandro, as McKinney trying to shoot, is being pulled back. Referee says nothing in it. The ball's back with Loftus-Cheek. Wow, Juventus wins the ball again. Chance for Chiesa. Will he try to shoot? He cannot. He's forced wide. Chance for Bentancur. Tries to shoot. And the ball just goes over the net. Wow. Far of the target, actually. So that's it for the first half. And Chelsea won. Juventus nil. So far, Chelsea half job done. One more goal and, of course, a clean sheet. That would see them, Chelsea, as the group winners if they won, because the last game they have to win it anyhow. So it's very important. Hopefully N'Golo Kante is well. Hopefully that it is not a major knock. And hopefully Thiago Silva is feeling well too after that amazing and sizzling clearance. And I'll see you guys in the second half shortly in the 15 minutes. Hello, lads. Welcome back. And it's second half almost. We are on the verge of kicking off. And Chelsea will look to continue their superb form that they displayed in the first half. And of course, we'll be looking to add another goal. And that goes without saying that goals have to come from the crucial areas. And hopefully, if we have someone like Mason Mount or maybe Kai Havertz is not, of course, right now on the bench or even the reserves. Hopefully, Werner Lukaku comes and score it. Anyhow, here's Chelsea lining up again from left to right, trying to score from left to right. Wow, Chalobah trying to clear it. Unlucky there, not getting the ball away. Now he clears it well. Ziyech, a well-received ball there. Callum now running. Can Callum get it before Cuadrado? He certainly can. He's very much quicker than Cuadrado. It's all about the physicality now. Can Callum keep up the ball? He does. Here's Hakim crossing. Bonucci well there on the mark, but he boosts the ball straight up. Wow. The ref blows straight up for the whistle and the foul for Juve there. Morata's down again on the floor. Here's Matthias de Ligt trying to make it count for their team this time around. Chalobah very much up the field trying to press. Wow. Juventus, can they get the ball up? They certainly can. They could have, but Thiago Silva well alert. Reece James. Reece James being surrounded by a lot of black and white shirts. And he earns a free kick there. Alexandro not looking happy at all. Ooh. Mendy again playing out from the back with Jorginho's help. Being very cautious there. Here's Chelsea again with Jorginho. Chelsea know they cannot afford to make any mistake because there is no N'Golo Kante sweep up the errors from behind. It's Jorginho and Loftus-Cheek. Wow, a lot of space for Hudson-Odoi to run. Can he make something of it? Hudson-Odoi running. Hudson-Odoi still running. He shoots and he hits de Ligt. Wow. Being applauded by the fans at the backside there. Hudson-Odoi for his attempt. I almost coughed after shouting Hudson-Odoi, Hudson-Odoi, Hudson-Odoi repeatedly. But I didn't. That's the main fact, lads. Good control there. But not so good control from Hudson-Odoi at the area end at the cross. But hopefully, Chelsea with another chance from the corner. Hakim Ziyech to deliver the ball inside. Rudiger gets his head on the ball. I think it's another corner. Cleared by Rabiot there. Rabiot looking much more again for the referee's whistle there, but it didn't come in. Yeah, it clearly hits Rabiot. Rudiger so far has left Rabiot bamboozled. You believe it or not. Here's Callum again. Such a weak cross. Reece trying to shoot. It's a big deflection. And Rabiot sends the ball for a throw and preventing the corner. Chelsea now have the ball where they actually want. It's so early in the game, of course, to have the ball in their corner, but still a sign of pushing the pressure straight from the front. 50 minutes on the clock, and it looks like on the good track, Chelsea. Oh, wow. And Rabiot is not having a great time. Just got hit in the face by the ball. And it was smacked in his face by Reece James. That was not, of course, intentional at all, but it looks very painful, especially in the cold weather. The ball goes out for the corner, but it really strikes Rabiot in the face so hardly. There was no intention, of course, on that part. Rabiot still down on the field. Sorry. Just saw the replay of Chalova's goal. Rudiger is like, yes, sir, my brother. Wow. You can see, man, Rabiot's face. He's like, it hit him in the nose directly, and it's almost like tears coming off his eyes. Corner from Chelsea. Chance for Reece James. Reece James takes it. Such a poor corner, man. Such a poor corner. Should have done really better there. Rudiger protecting the ball there from McKennie there. With the help of, again, Trav Chalobah. Chelsea now venturing from front to back, letting the centre half slide back into their positions. Wow, Callum being pulled. Man, okay, that's McKennie. That's so bad. It looks so bad in real time in the replay as well. You're almost holding his hands and pulling him down, and it's disgrace, man. This thing. It's not playing, it's more like, yeah, holding hands and hugging each other out. Not in the right ways, of course. Chelsea crossing. Wow, a shot on target, but easily gathered by Szczesny. This time, Thiago Silva getting on the target. Would have loved a goal. Wow. Bentancur caught on the ball. Chance for Hakim. Hakim can shoot. He passes it. Callum can shoot. Callum takes the ball wide, man. It's so bad, that thing. We could not get anything at the end of it, dude. That's a huge relief for Juventus there. He's dwelling on the ball there, man. He's dwelling on the ball, dude. What on the earth he's thinking there? Just take the shot. It's so close by. To be fair, for Hakim Ziyech part, it's close enough by Bonucci and Delict, but Callum, I think, could have done better. Maybe that's where you need actually a striker there. Can Loftus-Cheek run? He's trying to run, but well shielded by Rabiot there. Yeah, a nice one too there by Callum and Pulisic. Ruben, no look pass. Pulisic nutmegs Delict. And here's Reece James trying to cross in. He crosses it in. And yeah, Hudson-Odoi, not the actual one to make the contact with the ball in terms of heading the ball. Here's Doriga. Here's Chilwell again. Time for Chelsea to maybe chop and change. Again, Ziyech trying to get at the end of the ball. Reece James shoot. And Reece James scores. What a goal. Man, these wingbacks are ruthless. These wingbacks are so ruthless. Dude, I'm buzzing, man. I'm buzzing. How well does he strike the ball there, son? How well does he strike the ball there? He had a shot on the target. Don't forget in the first half, but this time around, he doesn't mess around it. He bangs it on the back of the net. Wow, that looked like a proper timed finish. Goes through everyone, lad. Everyone. By the way, if you guys are unaware, Reece James, when he first arrived at Chelsea, of course, he's an academy product. Reece James was first a striker. That's why you wonder how is he able to hit the ball so sweetly. I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing. By the way, this makes Reece James Chelsea's top scorer with 5 goals in all competitions. And it is like 16 or 17 goals now, I think, from defenders for Chelsea in the whole season. Come on, Chelsea. A few more goals and we'll be good. Here comes Chelsea again. Here's Ruben Loftus-Cheek. There's Ruben again. Ruben again with the ball. A neat footwork. Ziyech loses the ball. Jorginho gets it back. Nice work by Jorginho there. Chelsea looking for back-to-back goals. Rudiger, what a ball to Reece. Ziyech in. Loftus-Cheek. Can he score? Odoi, he scores. And it's 3-0 Chelsea. Chelsea are playing with Juventus, dude. And fans have jumped out of the Stamford Bridge Stadium and security are after them. Wow. Wow, it's 3-0 and we are off to a belter, lads. Buzzing now. Juventus don't know what actually struck them. By the way, the co-bomb has struck again, the academy. Man, kudos to Loftus-Cheek, man. This lad. Loftus-Cheek, bro. The way he carried the ball throughout that whole 16-yard box. Mind-blowing. He just uses his body, shields the ball very well, and then passes it into the way for Callum Hudson-Odoi for a brilliant tap-in, who bangs it in. Callum is on fire right now. After all that physical battle against Cuadrado, he's like, now, yeah, you have it, son, in return. And the chance of being champions of Europe, we know who we are. Maybe we certainly know who we are. Our coach very much looking animated, and rightly so, he should look animated. We are absolutely leaving Juventus in mud. And right now, I'm so happy because they did not let the pressure actually go through them. And right now, it is more about carrying the momentum and not letting the switch go. Because Chelsea, when they are in this kind of a gear, imagine, rightly so, without a striker even, they're even more so dangerous. But nevertheless, a first goal by a forward actually on the night, Callum Hudson-Odoi, and it's a good one. But I have to give the credit to man, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Although the pass of the Reece was like amazing, but man, the way he carried the ball inside the box, the composure on the ball, and then again, like people associate a taller, a strong-built guy with not having much more neat footwork, and then again, being strong on the ball, he did it both of the times, and then again, had the sense of passing the ball to Callum just slightly, and who taps it in. That's about it. Meanwhile, as we were talking, Juventus have sent their star man Paulo Dybala out. And it's hour gone in the match now. An hour. There will be a lot of fingers pointed at Allegri because the selection, the kind of selection he made, it was like literally, playing with all of the profile of the midfielders are like box to box, similar kind of a role. Except Locatelli. Locatelli can play in a number of positions. He's versatile, but you know what I'm guessing about, right? All of these players are like more or less same, and these are like 4 or 5 options in the midfield. You have just filled with it. Wow, Hakim Ziyech with a nutmeg. I actually couldn't get the end result. Wow, the luck is working with Chelsea here. But at the end, the referee bails Juventus out. A handball of Hakim Ziyech. And by the way, lads, if you have tuned in for the very first time, like the stream. It helps the channel to grow. We are watching Chelsea versus Juventus, match day 5 of the Champions League. And as the things stand, Chelsea will be the group winners. And of course, the last match that is left to be there, it will be an easy game. After all, it's not Juventus. Juventus was the most tough opponent that Chelsea had in this group. And then again, they needed only a victory by 2 or more goals, and that right now is very much visible. They're winning by 3 goals, so it's amazing around the bridge, the feeling. But the only bad side right now is N'Golo Kante went off. He apparently had a knock, and then again, it's a more of a concern because Chelsea play United at the weekend, and to have your best players missing, it's bad, right? But really, kudos to Ruben Loftus-Cheek, man. Stepped up, came inside, played as a number 8 in place of N'Golo Kante, and he's delivering the goods. By the way, haven't seen Pulisic involved a lot in this game. Had a one touch, I think, in that goal build-up. But nevertheless, it has not been an impressive first-line display. Or you can say just he does not have that profile, man. It's fairly, yeah, because when you're going up against the likes of De Ligt and Bonucci and you're being fed the deliveries from over the top, it's more or less harder actually to go up against them. Now, the pressure. Chelsea, in the terms of attempts, 17 attempts. Juve has 4, none on target. And it is well on the way. And I think as the thing stands, there might be time for Lukaku and Werner to have some minutes in the game because we are 3-0 up. And why not? Because they are coming on the back of the injuries. They both haven't had any sort of minutes in terms of 11v11 training. So this might be a perfect game. Or maybe, would you risk them just starting against United? I don't know. That is up to Thomas Tuchel to decide. Hakim Ziyech, this time around, dropping in very deep. Usually started on the right side, but right now I think this deeper role is pretty much working alongside. Because this, this allows one thing. Although Ruben Loftus-Cheek is playing as a number 8 with Jorginho, it's more or like sometimes you fake that position. It allows Loftus-Cheek to move up, and when there is Hakim Ziyech actually standing on your left-hand side, you feel like you can actually counter that position. And as we were talking about Hakim Ziyech, he's down injured on the field inside the penalty box of Juventus, and it doesn't look like a good side. Hopefully it is nothing very much serious. Here comes Reece James. And he gets the ball out for the corner. I think Ziyech will receive some attention now. He's still down in pain and agony. Hopefully it is nothing serious because Hakim Ziyech has already suffered a shoulder dislocation, man, this campaign, and it's bad. And I think it was the impact on his shoulder side. Hopefully it was not his shoulder, because this guy is fragile. This guy's fragile. Yeah, I think it's his ankle. He's holding his ankle. It's not a good sign. I think Mason Mount will be the guy who will come on actually for Hakim, if that has to be the case. Or maybe Timo Werner or Lukaku if you want up top actually out and out. But there is still a lot of time for Timo or Lukaku to be deployed. It's like 64 minutes only on the clock. Hopefully nothing serious. Hopefully Hakim Ziyech will recover from it before United's game. Moise Keane coming on, or Moise Keane. Jorginho talking to Bonucci, maybe trying to convince and come to Chelsea. Maybe take a role as a Thiago Silva in the future, be the experienced campaigner. It can't be about right now the game that is happening because Bonucci is not having a great time. But meanwhile, Hakim Ziyech is walking off the field and looks like he's all right. A side that you love to see. He's walking off properly. He's not walking gingerly. He's trying to shake off the pain of his left hand side. Here's Reece James with the corner. Reece James with the cross. Nah, another poor one. Dybala robbed of the ball from Callum, but Juve have the advantage. Here comes Locatelli. Juve trying to send it long, but they are forced to. Chalobah closes the gap so easily there. Juve still has the ball. Wow, Chilwell down injured now. Chelsea are not having a great time in terms of managing the bodies there on the field. Chilwell still down on the field. Wow. He is in a lot of pain, man. He is in the form of his life. And like we said, Chelsea injuries don't go hand in hand. Man, he's in a lot of pain. That is not a positive to take from this game any way or shape or form. The injury. Meanwhile, Juventus made a substitution. Arthur comes in. Man, first Thiago Silva, then Callum, then Hakim, then now Chilwell is not a good sign, man. And he's in a lot of pain. He's not taking his arm off his shoulder or his face, sorry. I think Marcus will come on as an obvious change. Yeah, I don't think he'll be able to carry on. He's working with the help of the technical staff of the field. He can't carry on. And hopefully, when fingers crossed, bro, hopefully you're fine. N'Golo Kante, of course, I forgot to mention. N'Golo Kante is already off. And this will give us nightmares, man. Heading into a crucial phase of the season, and that has to be scanned. I hate it, man. I hate it in here. The way these things happen. So wholesome changes coming in. Aspilicueta, Werner, Alonso coming on. This hurts, man. This hurts to see. I hope it is not an ACL injury, because ACL takes ages. And just before the year of the World Cup, it's not gonna do him favors, man. Man, although we are like 3-0 up, my mood has just been like put off by that injury. Here's Juve, Paulo Dybala trying to have a shot. Hakim Ziyech trying to force and prevent the ball sideways, and is able to do so with the help of Loftus-Cheek. Man, give me an update on Chilwell as soon as possible, man. I can't take my mind off it. It's disheartening. Here's Cuadrado. I think Chelsea now, of course, are playing with the 10 men. Meanwhile, but as soon as the ball goes out, Azpilicueta, Alonso and Werner will come on. Right now, Juventus have the ball. All of the away players inside the Chelsea box. Sorry, inside the Chelsea half. Juventus trying to find their way inside the Chelsea box patiently. Were able to do so briefly, but Rudiger with a crucial interception and Chelsea can clear. And Cuadrado fouls, sorry, McKennie fouls Callum Hudson-Odoi. Pulisic comes off for Werner. I don't think that they are actually... Will they take off Chalobah or Thiago Silva? That remains to be seen, of course. Timo Werner, first minutes back. Hopefully he can get on the score sheet. Timo Werner, of course, came off against the Champions League opponent Malmo. And now he's back again in the Champions League night on the pitch. Azpilicueta again, playing as a left wing back there. No Marcos Alonso there, surprisingly. I think it's just on the pretext of if Chilwell happens something to Chilwell, he's just keeping Marcos Alonso safe. That, man, you have to play against Man United. That's about it. And that goes without saying. Hakim Ziyech doing well there. Just losing the ball at the end. Oh, what a brilliant switch there by Juventus. Dybala giving some hope to Juventus on the right hand side, down the side. Because they are able to play some passes through him. Wow, Timo Werner with the ball here. Timo can run. Can he? No, he doesn't choose to run. Wow, looking at the ref, but ref says nothing in it. Timo has to be stronger than that. Come on, Timo Werner. Alexander Delayev, that referee doesn't blow for a foul, actually. I remember this kind of a Champions League night, man. When we were 4-0 up against Malmo, brilliant night. Like, it was amazing days out. And what happened? We won 4-0, but Lukaku got injured and Werner got injured in the same game. And this time around, it's Kante and Chilwell. Man, it would be really heartbreaking for Chilwell, man, because he looked like he was cementing his place in Chelsea and England as well, the international team. Now, Rudiger. Moise Kean brings him down. Of course, Moise Kean, some Premier League experience under as well, but there's a brief spell again in the Everton colours, but not a very memorable one. A memorable one. Wow, memorable. My English is off the charts, man. I'm not able to concentrate because I'm just constantly thinking about Chilwell's injury and Kante's injury in the long term as well, man. Because Chilwell, it looked like, sheesh. That was bad. That was my only thought in it. Ziyech crosses in. No one moved actually. Chelsea. Can they rub more salt into the wounds for Juventus? But actually, no wounds, but salt has been rubbed to Chelsea's face or whatever that make them hurt it. Because injuries to man, Kante and again, this guy, Chilwell. It's harsh, man. Okay, Saul is coming on, and Mason Mount is coming on as well. A rare occasion where Saul gets some minutes. Callum is going off. What a night for the lad. What a night for the Lacobum. Academy boy scoring on the sheet. If you have just tuned in, we are done with almost. Only a quarter of the game is left. We are watching Chelsea versus Juventus. It's 3-0 for Chelsea, and the goal scorers, Chalobah, Callum Hudson-Odoi, and again, the last one, Reece James. And here comes another academy graduate, that is Mason Mount, and he'll take the place. A rare occasion for Saul to make an appearance. Just turned, I think, 26th, if I'm not wrong, on his birthday. Chance for Mason. Very poor touch from Mason. Well, Juventus not giving up, being very much physical. Thiago Silva goes down under the contact of Moise Kean there. Using experience there, Thiago Silva. Come on, Mendy, clean sheet. What the heck, dude? Not ruining your own legacy there. A careless pass by Mendy there. $13 minutes or so left for Juve actually to get a goal, or maybe two, to actually get their place back on the top. Because as the thing stands, head-to-head record has been removed by Juve. Of course, no away goals as well this year in the tournament, so it will be counted as, what do we call it? The goals scored more against the opponents, just like that. Wow, Dybala, half a chance, took a shot, the ball landed up in the third tier. Not even the second one, lad. Wow, Ruben, strong. Ruben, so strong. Still strong and going on. Gets the ball away with the help of Saul. Aspilicueta. Arthur will be surrounded by 4 or 5 Chelsea bodies. Loses the ball, Arthur. Here's Timo Werner. Can shoot. Here's Bonucci. Timo Werner wants to get on the score sheet. Here's Juve changes. one of the youngsters, and the Jan Kulusevski coming on. Chiesa didn't have a good night like he had last time around when Chelsea faced Juve and Turin. Oh, Reece James allowed there. Hakim Ziyech also has a good game, man, today. Impactful passes, nice runs. That's what you always want from him. Wow. You were some brilliant passing there during the last 2 minutes, getting the ball back fluently from the backside. Chelsea, 9 minutes away from being on the top of the group. Of course, mathematically they are, but factual information, it will be relevant. Of course, it will be done after the 90 minutes. Wow, what a challenge by Rudiger and Azpilicueta. Bringing Dybala off the ball. Juventus, a corner. Can they get a consolation goal? Mendy, safe hands. Thiago Silva. Lack of communication there, actually. Wow, Mendy, what a Spider-Man save. Wow, straight to his face, but what a save, though. What a hit by McKennie, though. Sweetly got it. That's a standard Mendy save, man. That's a standard Mendy save. The standards he have set is like remarkable. That's a handball. Chelsea getting closer and closer. Juventus getting closer and closer to the frustration being met in person when they walk back in the dressing room. It's now just damage limitations for Juventus. The intent of scoring seems just fading away as the minutes are passing by. Wow. I'm literally feeling sleepy after watching Juventus passing the ball backside. Loftus-Cheek. Man, Loftus-Cheek has been phenomenal since he came on. I don't know why Kulusevski and Reece James are having a word with each other. Doesn't seem like they are having some pleasant exchanges there. Of course, both of them relatively young, same age. Timo Run? Nah, he doesn't choose to pass him the Loftus-Cheek. What a pass by Loftus-Cheek to on the left-hand side. Now to Saul. Saul back to Rudiger. Loftus-Cheek. Timo Werner has a chance. Hakim Ziyech has a chance, and it is saved by Chesney. It would have been an icing on the cake, man. It would have been an icing on the cake. He has worked brilliantly on the night, man. A goal would have just put a cap on it. Brilliant assisted through ball by Timo there. He just hits it too firmly, man. That's a poor miss at the end of the day. No matter how good you have played throughout the day, but that's a poor miss. Aspilicueta asking too much of Mason there. Mason hasn't had to do a lot since coming on. Wow, Reece James is not letting Kulusevski live, even though they are 3-1, 3-0 up. Hakim Ziyech still working hard again, getting the ball back. It's fouled the man at the end. Oh, here's Timo with a chance. Up against a lot of bodies there, Timo. Still manages to keep the ball. Still has the ball. 1v1. Sorry, 1-2 with the Hakim Ziyech. Here's Chelsea with the ball in the space. Here's Rudiger. Timo Werner taking his eye off the man there. Reece James watching Kulusevski very eagerly. One minute, and of course, the additional time that is left on the clock. The only cloud on the horizon is the cloud that we see of approaching injuries once again. Ben Chilwell and N'Golo Kante. Chilwell is the most likely because he looked like in enormous pain. So 5 minutes of additional time. Wow. Crossed. Blocked by Aspilicueta very well. This is a thing of concern, man. I cannot stress enough about the injuries. We have some players just coming off the back of the injuries, but injuries to players in the department that have been firing cylinders like splendidly. Chilwell, N'Golo, since the last two games that he came on, he dramatically, man, changed the game every time when he started or came off the bench. But this time around, a goal scoring defender, a wing back. It hurts, man. It hurts. Even just by looking at the players and feeling like, yeah, damn, this can happen anytime. It is just, resemblance is just uncanny, man. When you see the last time we happened and play against Malmo at Stamford Bridge, 4 or 5 nil up, 2 players injured. This time around, 2 players injured. Got a feel for the boys though. I just cannot let go of that thing without giving it a thought. Chelsea still pressing Juventus. Juventus with a smooth touch there. Again, another smooth touch by Moise Kean. Can he go all the way? He tries to go all the way. And it's a goal kick at the end. Chelsea will be so disappointed if they are not able to keep this clean sheet. They have worked so hard over the course of the 90 minutes, and now to let go of it would be an absolute travesty. Well, Kulusevski and Reece James are still having a go at each other. Even Kulusevski had to pick the ball for Reece James to actually allow him to take the throw in. This lad is on fire right now and he wants to take all the smoke in. Reece James. He's getting on his nerves, even though it has been done, the score has been settled. But he's like, nah, man, I'm keeping all the receipts. Wow, Hakim Ziyech, what a ball. Ah, and it's a corner. Chelsea settled for a corner. Werner was asking for it. Aspilicueta couldn't deliver it. Of course, on his weaker side, he's playing as a left wing back now. Chelsea, come on. One more goal. Can you rub more salt in the wounds? Out by Juventus. Cleared by Dybala. Further up the field. Reece James. Proper solid guy. And what a switch. And Werner scores. And it's 4-0. Icing on the cake, lads. Comeback goal. Hakim Ziyech with an assist. And you have to clap for Hakim, man. What an assist. Put it on a plate for him. Dude, put it on a plate for him. Chelsea run right over Juventus and they should be on the top of the group when the thing stands at the last stage of the Champions League group stage when it comes next week. But Reece James, man, what a switch, man. What a switch of the ball. Seconds, Juventus are caught. I think he is onside. Another team over an offside goal. Man, I cannot live with it. But what an assist, man. What a ball by Hakim there. Happy days, bro. And it's 4-0 Chelsea. Chelsea have demolished Juventus and it's done for the day. And hopefully, it is going to be like this for the future to come. More Chelsea wins and more Chelsea results. And I'll see you guys in the next stream and hopefully maybe in the next video. But thank you for tuning in. For everyone who liked the stream, for everyone who subscribed, and you have been a sub for a long time. That support always means a lot. It helps me grow as a person. It helps me growing in my channel. So, football is always on. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Take care. Peace.